Okay. Now hear me out. Hear me out. I know the meta is popping off. I know the rest of the meta, they get to do all kinds of crazy things and brings out all kinds of crazy negates. And it just, as a hero player, if you're a years long hero player, veteran hero player, it just feels unfair that you cannot bring out a negate like that. But I'm here to argue why not only do we not need a negate, but why we shouldn't get a negate. D-Timer! Michael Bowden back again, aka Destiny Hero Mike, and welcome back to D-Time! We're here, baby. This is always D-Time, in more ways than one. And yes, welcome, alright man, welcome back. I'm very happy to be doing another discussion video. This is a big topic in the hero community, if whether or not the hero archetype should get a negate, in response to what the meta is doing. And I want to make a different argument. I absolutely want to make a different argument because, that's really not the way heroes function. So if you look at the way the only contrast hero is designed, he's not even designed to go into the deck. Not smoothly, not thoroughly. Heroes don't function that way. Heroes don't function the way meta functions. I think for certain decks, and I think for certain players, we really get the wrong idea about our decks and what it's supposed to do in response to what the meta is doing. So for example, you have the punk engine, and they're able to bring out 2 to 3 negates and or to completely skip your turn. And then you automatically start thinking, well, because my deck doesn't do that, my deck isn't as good, or my deck should also be able to do that. It should also be able to copy that too. And I think that is actually the incorrect school of thought. And I also think that your deck, whatever deck you're playing, you should lean more into what it's designed to do. For example, if you look at Prank Kids, not a single card in their deck negates. Yeah, they have a Link 1 Meow Meow, and they just so happen to be able to squeeze in the Brave token, Brave Avenger. But the deck by itself, as the core by itself, is not a single negate. And in reward, you actually get rewarded for fusing and linking these guys away. You get rewarded in advantage. That's the way the deck works. It's not supposed to have a negate in the deck, and that's why the engine is so strong without a negate. It just outplusses the opponent's negation, if that makes any sense. And I think that's what the heroes were supposed to do and are supposed to do, but I'm going to take it even further with our boss monsters. Let's go ahead and get into a deeper reasoning as to why you will be convinced by the end of this video, heroes do not need a negate. Alright, hero fam, I've got it laid out to a science. I really understand heroes, okay? I understand and overstand heroes inside and out. You can see my live duel videos there to prove it, or you can look at my regionals top or whatever. But maybe that I don't qualify because, right, just topping regionals is, I don't qualify, right? In such a short amount of time of being competitive in Yu-Gi-Oh, we don't qualify here. But no, I have a deck laid out in 4 different pillars, okay? 4 different important cornerstones and pillars of heroes. And if you're not convinced why we don't need a negate by the end of this video, well, that it's somewhat understandable, but this should do it, okay? And before we get into that, guys, if you guys are so far liking what you're hearing, please hit my thumbs up, get my likes up. And if you're new here, you want to learn more stuff, hit that subscribe button. Really appreciate it. Also, this video is brought to you by VersusTCG.com. You can go ahead and enter DTime5 for 5% off of all TCG related product. So thank you so much to my good friends at VersusTCG. And lastly, please join that Discord link. Great place to kick it, learn all sorts of hero strats, discuss it with other like-minded hero player individuals. Those guys are awesome. So just want to throw that in there. Appreciate you guys. So pillar number 1, we have consistency. We have 3 Hero Lives and 3 Ecall, Rhoda. You can even add Fusion Destiny to that if you want, but I'm not including it in this pile. We have heroes are just extremely consistent, okay? The next pillar with that ties into consistency is advantage, Okay, Stratos is the poster child for advantage. He's a classic +1. Normal summon Stratos, add a hero from deck, add another card from deck to hand, and now you have an extra card, +1. So if you've noticed, every single card that you summon, I'm going to show why that polymerization is there in a minute, but almost every single card on summon, he also kind of counts on summon when something else is summoned, the Wonder Driver. But almost every single hero on summon, or because of a summoning is happening, you get plus advantage. Just straight up. I should have included the Shadow Mist into this list, but Shadow Mist is also part of this list. Every single hero, almost every single hero, there's some kind of advantage to summoning them almost immediately on summon. And the reason why I have polymerization here is, for example, when you fuse away a Liquid Soldier and a Solid Soldier and a Liquid Soldier, that's a Chain Link 3 in the Sunrise. So that's an immediate Chain Link 1 in the Sunrise. And then Wonder Driver, that's on summon, you get advantage back from the graveyard. And Cross Crusader, needless to say. So everything happens on summon. So advantage. So we have consistency, which leads into advantage. It's an advantage creates what? More consistency. So when you're out advantaging, this is what allows a deck to disrespect the opponent's hand traps. This is what allows the deck to keep going. What I mean by that, it allows the deck fuel, gas, juice to just keep going. These core cards here. Of course, there's more things like Destiny Draw and stuff like that. Reinforcement of the army, Fusion Destiny. There's even on top of that, Foolish Burial if you choose to play that. Again, there's the Ferris. So and not to mention the deck has 3 Mass Change, has the ability to dodge other hand traps, which I should have added. But yes, but I want to talk about the 4 main pillars of Hero. So you have consistency, 2 advantage, 3 Sunrise. Sunrise is the poster child for OT. It beatdown. Okay, beatdown / OTK. We don't necessarily usually need a negate to kill the opponent, and I use Sunrise for example because he pumps all your guys' attack power. He gains you the Miracle Fusion, and you're just able to go for game. Also in combination with the Neos, the Honest Neos. Also in combination with Honest Neos, the Sunrise. So it's just, we have immediate game. We could put immediate beat down on board. So when you focus on something like that and you're going second and your opponent doesn't have a very strong board, well, you not only, this guy, listen, we break boards. This guy breaks boards and games the opponent. You understand? You don't need a negate for that. You don't need a negate to break a board and OTK them. So the third pillar is beatdown. Okay, it's legitimate, consistent beatdown. He pumps himself, all your heroes up, pops card on the field, grabs Miracle Fusion. So we're able to do that. Just for example, that's just one of the guys. That's just one of the main key heroes for beatdown, and it's very consistent. Which again, the advantage, the consistency plus advantage gets you into this very safely with more advantage in hand. And the fourth and final most powerful pillar of Hero is Floodgate. We have easy access to Floodgates. Yes, DPE is also, DPE is also a Floodgate because of his attack reduction effect. So he reduces all the attack. But we have 4 different floodgates, all very powerful. We have the Dark Wall, we have the Phoenix Enforcer that put everything to zero, pretty much 0 attack. Plasma negates all monster effects. Dark Angel, spell cards. Now let me ask you a question. Let me ask you this. So imagine a macrocosmos, right? Imagine a macrocosmos in the spell trap card zone, right? But now on legs, and it's one-sided. It doesn't affect me as a player, but it's now on legs and it's one-sided. Not very fun. It's a floodgate. That's how heroes function. So we need to lean into that. Now the question, imagine a skill drain. You know skill drain. You guys know what skill drain do. Now imagine that thing on legs with and it gets the bonus ability to take an opponent to minus an opponent's board. they go -1 because he gets to equip that monster. Let's just say, I don't know, he equips this guy or something, for example. And now he's a continuous, perpetual, one-sided skill drain. Let's just think about this, okay? So we have that, all right? So we got, you don't get a graveyard, and you don't get to, and in some cases you don't get to play because the Dark Law says you just can't really play because you really need your graveyard, okay? Now imagine Imperial Order. We have Imperial Order on our side of the field, but it's one-sided for you, and it's on your side of the field, and you can't do anything with it. You can't link it off because you don't play Link Karibo, and or if you do link it off, you're at a terrible disadvantage. You're in an awkward situation. Some decks don't allow for you to play Karibo efficiently like that. The decks that do, obviously, you don't Dark Angel, but the fact that we have it, and we have an option to the Imperial Order, that's one side. I can activate spell cards, but you can't. It's one-sided. Think about it. Heroes work in floodgates. So we have that working for us, okay? And lastly, our DPE, okay? Look, you know, everyone loves him for his destroy effect and his revival effect. But what if I told you, you can't get over my plasma because its floodgate effect from reducing all your attacks for each hero. Again, we have consistency. We have consistency and advantage. Due to all the advantage that we have, here's all the advantage that we have. It's buffing the DPE. You're not going to be able to get over my plasma, or you're not able to get over my 18 defense Dark Law because you're being locked out. You're not able to do any of that. You're not able to run into anything, and which stops me from, on top of a pop and a revival, and I'm not even talking about a pop and an actual interruption and a Monster Reborn. I'm not even talking about that. So we operate in floodgates. So you mean to tell me? Let me ask you. You mean to tell me that we need an easy to bring out card on top, so we get a negate on top of floodgating? No. And not only that, this is why we shouldn't. Not only that, if you're still having a hard time winning with your floodgates, with your consistency and everything, and your floodgates, that means simply you're not managing your resources correctly. So not only do we not need a negate, but this is also a reason why we should not get a negate. Something that's easy to bring out as a Miracle Fusion? Are you kidding me? No, seriously, are you kidding me? We get to do all this stuff, then we get to activate Miracle Fusion and bring out a negate, for example. This is just total army negate. Now listen, I'm not complaining if we get it, but we absolutely don't need it, nor should we get it. Because now Hero will be meta again, and you guys don't want to see everybody in the world playing Hero. You guys don't want to be running around with 3 super polys in your deck, you know, because they're playing an easily abusable Omni Negate. And another thing that I might argue, if Konami makes a mistake and makes that Omni Negate as accessible as DPE was, that's not gonna be fun. That's not gonna be healthy. They're just gonna play an easy hero package to just cheese them out, even though there's no Anaconda. But still, like, I don't like it. You know, I don't even like the idea of that. So fortunately, DPE is, you know, come back home. But you know, with these cards, we really don't need a negate. We do enough. What we need to work on is resource management, not negate, not copying what meta is. We need simple resource management. And that's it. That's all. All right, and that's going to do it for today, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. I know many of you guys still may disagree. I know many of you guys think that we should also get a negate. But just, hey, let me know. Hey, it's discussing amongst each other what you guys think in the comments, or better yet, in the Discord. That would be an even better place to do it. So I absolutely love you guys. You guys stay safe. Have a great weekend.